Vanakkam everyone. The topic of this video is sex determination of lesson, principles of inheritance and variation. Distinction of sex between male and female of a species is established by a method called as sex determination. So sex chromosomes determine the sex of the individual, should be dioecious or unisexual. Already we know organisms possess two types of chromosomes, namely autosomes are body chromosomes and allosomes are sex chromosomes. Sex chromosomes may be similar. If they are similar, they are also called as homomorphic in one sex, and may be dissimilar. If they are dissimilar, they are called as heteromorphic in the other sex. Individuals having homomorphic sex chromosomes produces only one type of gamete, so they are called as homogametic, whereas heteromorphic individuals produce two types of gametes, so that they are called as heterogametic. The next aspect is chromosomal basis of sex determination, heterogametic sex determination. So in heterogametic sex determination, one of the sexes produces similar gametes and other sex produces dissimilar gametes. So the sex of the offspring is determined at the time of fertilization. So the first type is happen to be heterogametic males. So as the name indicates, heterogametic males produces two types of gametes. So in this method of sex determination, the males are heterogametic, producing dissimilar gametes, while the females are homogametic, producing similar gametes, out of which in this case we have two types, namely XXXO and XXXY. The first type of heterogametic males is of XXXO type. So this method of sex determination is seen in bugs, some insects such as cockroaches and grasshoppers. So usually the females with the two sex chromosomes are homogametic. So once when we see the sex chromosomes are the female, they have of similar type, namely X and X, while the males with the only one X chromosome are heterogametic. So whereas the sex chromosomes of males happen to be only one X chromosome and the other one is happen to be different, so that they are called as heterogametic males, and here they have both X chromosomes, they are known as homogametic females. So the presence of an unpaired X chromosome determines the male sex. The males with unpaired X chromosome produces two type of sperms, one half with X chromosome and the other half without X chromosome. So thus the males will produce sperms of two types, namely with X chromosome and sperms of without X chromosomes. The sex of the offspring depends upon the sperm that fertilizes the egg. In this picture, the sex determination of grasshopper is shown, where the males are happen to be heterogametic by having X and O, and females are happen to be homogametic by having X and X. So males produces two type of sperms, A plus X and A plus O. So because these produce these two type of sperms, they are called as heterogametic males, whereas in case of females, only one type of egg is produced, A plus X and A plus X, so that they have one type of egg, they are called as homogametic females. So the first sperm may fertilize with the first egg to produce a female child. So the first sperm may fertilize with the second egg to produce again the female child. So the second sperm may fertilize with the first egg to produce a male child, and the second sperm may fertilize with the second egg to produce the male child. So that if we have two X chromosomes, the offspring will be female sex, and if we have only one X chromosome, the offspring will be of male. The second type of heterogametic males is of XXXY type, which is also called as ligaceous type. Even here the females happen to be homogametic by producing same type of egg, and males happen to be heterogametic by producing different type of sperms, namely X and Y type. So usually this type of determination is seen in case of human beings and in Drosophila. The females are homogametic with XX chromosome, while the males are heterogametic with X and Y chromosome. Homogametic females produces only one kind of egg, each with one X chromosome, whereas the heterogametic males produces two kinds of sperms, namely with X chromosome and with Y chromosome. The sex of the embryo depends at the time of fertilization. So an egg fertilized by an X-bearing sperm produces a female child if fertilized by a Y-bearing sperm may produce a male child. Here the male consists of the autosome and the allosome as X and Y, whereas the female consists of the autosome and the allosome as X and X. So the males produces two types of sperms, namely A plus X and A plus Y, whereas the females produces egg of one type, namely A plus X. So if the first type of sperm, namely A plus X, fertilized with the egg A plus X to give rise to autosome plus X and X chromosome. So one from the father and one from the mother, so that the offspring will be of female sex. Whereas the second type of sperm, namely A plus X, combines with the egg A plus X, namely this gives rise to autosome plus X chromosome from the mother and Y chromosome from the father, so that the offspring will be of male sex. The second type is happen to be heterogametic females. So as the name indicates here, females possess two different type of gametes and males possess one type of gamete. So in this method of sex determination, the homogametic male possesses two X chromosomes as in certain insects and in certain vertebrates like fishes, reptiles and birds. They produce a single type of gamete, whereas females produces dissimilar type of gametes. Hence, these are called as heterogametic females. Because here females happen to be heterogametic, they produce a two type of eggs, whereas the males produces one type of sperm. So to avoid confusion with XX, XO and XX, XY type of sex determination, the alphabets Z and W are used here instead of X and Y respectively. So here we have two types, namely ZO, ZZ and ZW, ZZ type. The first type of heterogametic females is of ZO, ZZ type. So this method of sex determination is seen in certain moths, butterflies and domestic chickens. So in this type, the female possesses single Z chromosome in its body cells and it is heterogametic of ZO, producing two kinds of eggs, some with a Z chromosome and some without a Z chromosome, while the males possesses two Z chromosomes, so they are homogametic by having Z and Z. Sex determination of a butterfly is shown in this picture, where the males happen to be homogametic by having two Z chromosomes, so that they produces sperms of one type, namely A plus Z and A plus Z, whereas the females happen to be heterogametic by having two sex chromosomes, namely Z and O. So thus they produces two type of eggs, namely A plus Z and A plus O. So during fertilization, the first sperm may fertilize with the first egg to produce AA plus ZZ. So the second sperm may fertilize with the first egg to produce AA plus ZZ. The first sperm may fertilize with the second egg to produce AA plus ZO. The second sperm may fertilize with the second egg to produce AA plus ZO. So thus, once when we have Z and Z, it should be male, and once when it is ZO, it should be a female child. So that way the sex is determined in butterflies. The second type of heterogametic females is of ZW and ZZ type. So this method of sex determination occurs in certain insects, particularly in gypsy moth and in certain vertebrates like fishes, reptiles and birds. So in this method, the female has one Z and one W chromosome, producing two types of eggs, some carrying Z chromosomes and some carrying with W chromosome. So the male sexes are of two Z chromosomes and hence they are homogametic, ZZ producing a single type of sperm. So the male consists of the autosome and the sex chromosomes as Z and Z, whereas the females are heterogametic by having the autosome and the allosome as different, namely Z and W. So the males produces sperms of same type A plus Z, whereas the females produces the eggs of different type, namely A plus Z and A plus W. So the first sperm A plus Z may fertilize with the first egg A plus Z to produce AA plus ZZ, which is of male sex, and the second sperm may fertilize with the first egg to produce AA plus ZZ, which is also of male sex, and the first sperm may fertilize with the second egg to produce AA plus ZW, which is of female sex, and the second sperm and the second egg may fertilize to produce AA plus ZW, which is also of female sex type. The next aspect is about sex determination in human beings. Genes determining sex in human beings are located on two sex chromosomes, namely the allosomes. Even in case of human beings, the females happen to be homogametic by having X and X chromosome, whereas the males happen to be heterogametic by having X and Y chromosomes. Human beings consist of 23 pairs of chromosomes, out of which 22 pairs happen to be autosome or body chromosome, and one pair of sex chromosomes are allosomes. So the allosomes may be of XX or XY type. So usually females are homogametic, producing only one type of gamete or egg, each containing one X chromosome, whereas the males are heterogametic, producing two types of sperms with X and Y chromosomes. So in this picture, males happen to be heterogametic by having X and Y chromosomes. So thus they produce two types of sperms, namely 22 autosome plus X type of sperm, 22 autosome plus Y type of sperm. Whereas females are homogametic by having the sex chromosomes of same type. So thus the eggs produced are also of same type by having 22 autosome plus X type of egg. So at the time of fertilization, the first sperm may fertilize with the first egg to produce 44A plus XX, thus the child is female. So the first sperm may fertilize with the second egg to produce the female child, and the second sperm may fertilize with the first egg to produce the male child, which is happen to be 44 autosome plus X and Y. The second sperm may fertilize with the second egg, which may also produce a male child. The two have 44 autosome plus X and Y chromosome. So thus sex is determined in human beings in this method. So with that, sex determination is getting over. Regarding the next topic, we'll see in the next video. Thank you.